Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a flip through of these 7 9x6" wallpaper cover journals. I made these with my purple floral collection. They will be released with the rest of the collection all at the same time on my Etsy shop, and we're going to do a flip through of each of these. We're going to go a little fast, not too slow. Hopefully we can keep this video at a decent amount of time. They all have wallpaper covers made from different kinds of wallpaper. This one's really textured, and then they're lined with a fabric, and then each of them has 15 papers folded in half for a total of 30 pages, and they each have pocket page. It's a single signature bound with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch into the cover, and so each signature has a pocket page. This one happens to be in the first page. And so you'll have 2 pockets in your journal, and then they're all different. So what we're going to do is dive in. I have these subtraction cards, and there's 7 journals in this set. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all the way through, and the number for the journal is the one that the lady is on, so I put stickers on them. And then what's going to happen is when I list it on Etsy, it'll be listed as number 71 or 71, I guess, but 71 and then 72, so you can find your journal easily if you're looking for a specific one. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip through here. I'm trying to get my desk all like flattish. We're going to flip through. This is the darkest cover I have with this texture, and this is like a silver. Pocket page in the front. This is vintage magazine page, vintage paper, that's purple, so this is the purple floral collection. This is from a coffee table book, ombre paper, scrapbook paper, another vintage paper, some thin pattern paper, and then we have coloring page here. This is an envelope that I cut the edges off of to open for a page. Lots of different like craft book paper, lots of different styles of paper, and then our centerfold here is this goofy looking coloring book page, and you can't really tell, but it is dyed. I did Easter egg dye, and it came out like a really light pink. And then this is the other side of each of the pages, so you know it's kind of, and then here you have a tuck spot made with a belly band, and all the journals are going to have the same or similar elements. And then we have our pocket here, so in the back of this pocket I'm going to slip the 7-1. So this, well, actually I'm not going to do that. This journal is 7-1, and then we're going to put this journal into a plastic bag with its number. And I'll repack these because if someone orders 2, I don't want to like use 2 plastic bags. I'm trying not to use plastic. And then each journal is going to get one of these lovely pieces of, it's a scarf that I cut up, but it's a ribbon. So each journal is going to get 1 ribbon. I'm going to put that in its bag. And then these will be ready for the sale. So then I have to figure out where I'm piling these. Okay, so number 2 here is this wallpaper. I can open it up for you. Here's what the cover looks like. And then on the inside we have a light purple. And we have the same types of pages. We have our pocket page here. Vintage art magazine page. This is our tuck spot. Craft book paper. The open envelope. Vintage art book pages, and then here's our center page. This has also been dyed pink or orange, I think, but it didn't come out very dark. That paper did not take the dye very well. So we're gonna flip through every single page because when I see flip throughs, I always want to see every page, but we're gonna go pretty quickly because there's not a lot of embellishment or stuff added onto these journals. so they're pretty simple. Instead of signing these journals this time, I just put a sticker with my shop and my links and my name. So that's what I'm going with for these journals. This is number 2. Here's the ribbon that's going to go with this one, and I'm going to slip it into a bag. And so this large purple floral one is number 2, or I guess it'll be like a 72 is what it will look like. So there's that. And then number 3, here is our cover. Here is really shiny with some branches and like a really silvery color, and then the inside is this dark purple. This is dyed paper. Same sorts of elements, all from like, you know, I make a collection. I use all pages from the same, here's the pocket, from the same scrapbook paper, the same magazines, but you know, each page is unique. Here's our belly band, craft book paper. Here's our centerfold here, and the other side with all these same papers. So that's what happens when you fold a paper in half. Here's the envelope here. The ombre paper goes to green. Here's my sticker, vintage paper, purple paper, and then the dyed paper and the back cover. This is number 3. And we'll grab a tie for it. They're all getting these ties. They're pieces of a scarf. I think they're really pretty. And so I'm including them with your journal. Every journal is going to come with at least what you're seeing here. And then I might do like goodies for if you make like a bigger order. I haven't decided, but I do have some other goodies to give away. This is a silver. I like silver and purple together. So the cover itself doesn't have any purple on it, but inside, of course, we have lots of purple. So here are, this is number 4. And I will do like an announcement, a release announcement video. Here's your belly band. Saying like, oh, the purple floral collection is officially available on my Etsy. I love this little robot guy. Again, this is dyed paper, so it's a little crinkly. And it has like a hue to it that you can see if you're really close to it in person. I'll do a video announcing the collections live, and I'll have everything that's part of the collection just real quick in the video. But this is the flip through that you'll see, so if you want to like make a note of which one you're interested in. Again, this is number 4. And we'll get that in a bag. This is your time to kind of decide which one you're interested in. In case stuff goes quickly, it'll make it easier if you kind of know what you're looking at. This is going to be number 5. Make sure I'm in the screen. We have this yellow and purple cover. I really like this with the tree branches. And then the inside is a dark purple. Got this floral motif here. Some purple paper, craft book paper. Bright yellow page from the art magazine here. I thought that was pretty fun to have. This is dyed paper. I dye using some stuff, and a page that had some ink on it bled through, or that might be from the lines from the paper because it is a lined paper. But it was ink from another page, or from that page, I can't remember. Pocket page here. But that's pretty cool to have that paper with the bleeding on it. I like that. This says shine in the middle. Same kinds of papers and everything, but this is the pocket, but arranged in a little bit of a different way. And then see, there's more bleeding from the ink from the paper that it was like stacked on top of when it was in the water, in the dye. Belly band here. Our yellow vintage paper, magazine page, craft book paper, vintage purple paper, shiny paper there, and then coloring, and there's that in the back, and this is number 5, and here's the ribbon for this. So I really like that this is purple, dark purple on one side and then silver on the other, because I feel like a lot of the embossing and accents on a lot of these wallpapers is silver, and I think it was a really perfect thing to use for this collection. All right, let me make sure this is, yep. So this is the shiny, kind of gold wallpaper. I love this wallpaper. It's like very enticing. You could put like a journal topper here if you don't like how empty that is, or you could just leave it, whatever. A dark purple on the inside. And then we have our travel book page. It's like a coffee table book, scrapbook paper, this vintage paper, our pocket here with the stripes. We have an ostrich face here, and here's our belly band, craft book page, vintage purple paper, and then here's our centerfold, and then the other side of the papers. That's the ostrich's neck, but you can't really tell unless you kind of know. Here's the pocket. I know I'm going quickly. I'm trying to go quickly because there's not a lot of embellishment in these books. You're just kind of getting a glimpse of what the pages look like. Oops, skipped one or two. There's my signature. This is number 6, but I do want you to be able to see, since you won't be able to pick it up and look at it, I want you to be able to see all the pages that are in the journals, so that if you're interested in purchasing one, you know what you're getting. Okay, and here's the final one. This is a floral, pink, purple, blue kind of floral. I really like this, and the inside is dark purple with this floral paper here. Vintage magazine page, vintage purple paper, craft book page, pocket page here. This is the open envelope. This is another dyed coloring book page. It's got a little bit of a pink hue. More vintage art magazine. Here we have this big star in the center. This is number 7. This is the belly band here. This is the other half of that dyed paper. The open end of the envelope. The ombre paper goes to pink on that side. We have our pocket here. These are amazing for collaging in and just working on a blank but not plain or too boring surface. I use mine for my collage nights. I use my packets that I make with for my Patreon and for my collage nights. I use those in this journal, and I can fill it up pretty quickly. And I'll show you mine. This is the one from the collection that I kept because March was my birthday month, so I made myself a journal. And this one is obviously not for sale, but you can see I did some collage work on this page, and I have not yet come back to it, but I will be doing that probably next week. But you can see even this one that I made for myself has the same elements, including the belly band and the pocket pages. So this one's not for sale, but I did want to show it as part of the collection because why not? Do I have a pocket page in here? I'm not sure. Yes, I do. Okay, here's my pocket page. And then the other side of that paper, which this one is upside down because when I did it, I don't think I realized that this side was printed. I was only focused on this side, and so I wasn't paying attention. Which, that's whatever. I'll cover it up. I covered it up on the other side. And then here's this lady and the hand holding the cupcake. So here it's upside down. Over here it was as well, but I just covered it up because it didn't matter. So that's what I use my journal for. I just do my collages in it. So we have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's our whole journal collection there. And then I have, these are journal toppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have a bunch more, so I'll pull another one out, and these will randomly be distributed in these journals. Just, you know, a variety of journal toppers that you can attach to the front or use as a pocket or anything else. So you'll get one of those with your journal as well. But it will be random. These are the journals. They'll be listed as wallpaper, purple floral wallpaper journal, and then you'll go into the listing and you'll have to choose 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, or 77. And that's how they will be listed on my Etsy. And that drop will be coming very soon. If you liked one of these, you leave a comment or write yourself a note. Let me know which one is your favorite. But if you're interested in purchasing them, make sure you are paying attention for the announcement video, or if you join my Patreon, you'll get prior warning to when these are going to drop, so you can plan for it to grab your favorite. Thank you for watching this slightly hectic flip through. The next video coming is the flip through of these journals, which is a smaller version of a similar style of journal. So come back for my next video to see these journals. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.